For reviews, interviews, and your daily film picks, click the bell icon and subscribe to Film Companion South now.
ఆచార్య సినిమా కోసం గజ్వేల్లో ఫామ్ హౌస్ పక్కన 2 ఎకరాలు అమ్మేసుకొని 2 టికెట్లు కొన్నాయి ఈరోజు. ఎందుకంటే అది చిరంజీవి సినిమా, ఆయనతో అట్లుంటుంది. ఈరోజు హృదయ్ ఫేస్లో ఎగ్జైట్మెంట్ చూడండి, ఒక రేంజ్లో ఉంటుంది.
Hello and welcome to Film Companion South. You are watching Not At All a Review. My name is Hriday Ranjan. This week's release is Acharya, written and directed by Koratala Siva. The film stars Chiranjeevi, Charan, Pooja Hegde and Sonu Sood. Koratala Siva as a writer-director makes films that have the same old stories but they are packaged uniquely. There is a village or a state or a locality that is rescued by an outsider and his beliefs and actions. Acharya is not very different. There is an ancient temple town called Dharmastali which has practitioners of Ayurveda. However, the place is now in turmoil. Lawlessness, prostitution, murder of government officials, all of this led by Sonu Sood, who is sending people who didn't get COVID straight up to heaven. But as we all know, yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujamyaham परित्राणाय साधूनाम विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि मेगास्टारे. Chiranjeevi arrives as Acharya to rescue the temple town. There are opulent sets, temples, villages and huts. The film has more art designers than writers and that is clearly visible. The sets might look antique, but it is honestly the narrative style of the film that seems older than the sets and the temples. The theme of the film is the victory of good over evil and the protection of dharma. Everybody in the villages is innocent and noble. Everybody from the cities is evil, and greedy and manipulative. The narrative style in Acharya belongs in the 90s or perhaps the 80s. There are also tons of glaring logical flaws in the movie. For example, Chiranjeevi and Charan are Naxalites, which is an extreme form of communism. Now, communists are staunch atheists. But our guys are wearing malas and they're trying to protect a temple. Chiranjeevi bashes up a guy for eve teasing. A few scenes later, he's seen drinking and oogling at a semi-clad lady in an item number. Instead of logic, we get action scene after action scene. There is nothing inventive in the writing or the shot taking. We are shown a lot of whats, but there are no whys. Why does Chiranjeevi care so much about the village? Why is Pooja Hegde in love with Charan? What is the relevance of the flute? Who are the Naxalites fighting? Is it the state or private companies? When they say Lal Salam, you're like Lol Salam. The film takes no pauses to invest in emotions. Why should we be invested in this story? What is there in it for us? The makers of the film cast Charan along with Chiranjeevi, which is a casting coup of sorts. And yet, it is but a ghost of Chiranjeevi that we are seeing on screen. I mean, it is his face, it is his voice, but the dialogues, the scenes, they make no sense. It's like somebody impersonating Chiranjeevi instead of the real deal.
Boss, good morning. Any questions?
నీకు కావాల్సింది నువ్వు అడుగు, నాకు తెలిసి నేను చెప్తాను.
ఓకే బాస్. బాస్ మీ పేరు?
ఆచార్య.
ఏమో తింటున్నట్టున్నారు, ఏం తింటున్నారు?
ఆచార్య.
బాస్ ఈ మూవీకి చాలా కష్టపడుతున్నారు.
ఆఫ్ కోర్స్.
సో ఎన్నేళ్ళు పట్టింది సుమారుగా?
ఆచార్య.
బాస్ ఇంతకీ కాజల్?
ఆచార్య తమ్ముడు, సారీ ఫర్ దిస్ తమ్ముడు, కట్ చేసేయండి. అంటే కాజల్ రోల్ని కాదు, ఈ కెమెరా రోలింగ్ని కట్ చేయండి. కావాలా?
కాజలా?
ఆచార్.
వద్దు బాస్.
If one were to search microscopically for any positives, one could say that the action scenes are layered. As Chiranjeevi is fighting the goons, you are fighting off sleep internally. To his credit, the film takes off when Charan comes on screen. The two share a very visible chemistry, but except for a scene where they are masquerading as forest officers and another where they use CGI in a delightful throwback, there's really nothing here for the fans. After paying tickets priced upwards of 350 rupees, one feels cheated by the makers of the film. Every line is spoken out, followed by a drum roll by Mani Sharma, followed by a slow motion shot. Mani Sharma and Chiranjeevi are back together after a long time. Every time there is a drinking session in our room, Mani Sharma's songs play out. However,
అసలు మణి శర్మ అంటే ఎవరు? మెలోడీ బ్రహ్మ, బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ స్కోర్కి అమ్మ. ఇంద్రాలో ఇట్లా హెలికాప్టర్ నుంచి ఇట్లా అడుగు కింద పెడితే అట్లా ఏముండే బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ స్కోర్. స్టాలిన్ల గుంపులకి వెళ్ళి ఇట్లా చిరంజీవి నడుచుకుంటూ వస్తుంటే he's the only one, Stalin, evil on the run. అసలు నరాలు ఇట్లా లేచాయి. హైదరాబాద్ నుంచి కరీంనగర్ 3 రౌండ్లు కొట్టినాయి ఈ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ స్కోర్ అనుకుంటా. అట్లుండే ఈ సినిమాకి వచ్చేసరికి సానా కష్టం అయిందే మందాకిని ఈ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ స్కోర్ కొట్టాడే మందు తాగి.
To give you an example of how entertaining the film is, my cousin who came to watch the movie with me opened his laptop in the middle of the movie and started doing his office work. He chose Excel over Chiranjeevi's Word. Why can't we have Chiranjeevi playing a character close to his age? Why don't filmmakers make use of his fantastic comic timing? Why do we forget that before he became a megastar, he was also a terrific actor? It is heartbreaking to see filmmakers milking Chiranjeevi's image and ruining his legacy. The film offers nothing fresh, innovative or smart. If you are really brave-hearted, I would recommend you go watch Acharya. Because Acharya really has nothing to offer. You remember the videos where Chiranjeevi was making dosas with his nephews during the pandemic? Those were more entertaining than this movie. Acharya is basically old wine in Ayurvedic bottle. Thank you so much for watching our review of the movie Acharya. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel by pressing the bell icon for more reviews, interviews and all things cinema. Thank you.
సరే అయిందేదో అయిపోయింది. నెక్స్ట్ సినిమాకి చూసుకుందాం. బోలా శంకర్, ఎవరక్కడ, మహారమేష్, శక్తి, షాడో పడాలి. ఈసారి రీజనల్ రింగ్ రోడ్ పక్కన 4 ఎకరాలు సెట్ చేశా.